Today we're going to be testing out a Sofirn HS20 headband light. There's a wealth of headband lights on the market, as you can pretty much see on Amazon or wherever you go, and I've run through a lot of headband lights, some with better features than others, and I'd have to say this is actually a very good headband light that is designed to do what it's supposed to do. Not a ton of features, you don't have your red lights and anything like that, but you do have two emitters in it, XHP50 emitter, Cree, and then a TR, looks like a TR lens emitter in it. You got your spot and your flood, and I really like these headband lights that are coming out with two different LEDs. Pretty much you get a dual purpose out of them. Typical headband, as you'd see on one of the best features of this flashlight is the ease of use. And the next best feature is you can submerge this down, I do believe, to 2 meters. It's fully waterproof. And it comes with its USB-C charger for fast charging. And you do get a lanyard if you pull this out of there to use it as a flashlight. The 18650 battery that's in it, we'll take this thing off. How about I take it right off the headband and then I can show you a little bit better what it's like. Headband itself, you just have your rubber stretchable holders on it. Battery is a 3000 milliamp Sofirn. I've had very good luck with these batteries. Not sure how many milliwatt hours this is. And the light itself, battery, of course, only goes in one way. The charging port, which makes this fully waterproof, is right there. Take this cap off, that seals it with an O-ring, and you charge it. I suppose you could leave the cap off if you just want to quick charge it and not worry about it. But I thought that was pretty neat. Sofirn come up with that. Makes this thing able to go down to 2 meters of water depth without any issues. Now, the user interface on it, which I said that was one of the real good features of this flashlight, is your two top buttons here. You got one right above the flood and one right above the throw. And you were to go ahead and just hit that button, you'll see your little green glowing LED there showing you the battery's got a full charge, and turning it on and off is a simple on and off. Can't get any better than that. Same with the spot. Now you can run both at the same time. If you were to long press it on, you go into your low firefly mode, or eco mode if you want to call it. We're talking 312 hours of runtime on this thing. And it's in a dark room, it's more than enough light on eco. That's the spot on eco mode. I do believe that is 2.1 lumens or 7.5 lumens for the spot. And to ramp up, you just basically turn it on, hold it down. If you want to go into turbo, you double click. And that there is 2300 lumens. And they say the runtime on this is 1.6 hours, but it's going to step down to high, which what it'll do is drop down to that, which is 900 lumens once it gets hot. But 1.6 hours is total runtime on turbo. And when you run your flood on turbo, you're talking 1000 lumens. And I really like the pattern of LEDs. And we're going to go take this outside and test this thing out. We won't go through the modes. Actually, what I can do is hold this up here. If you want to pause it, you can see the different modes on each emitter. Pretty awesome, well-priced headband flashlight. I'm impressed with it. Let's get outside. Okay, as in with all my other videos, I'm standing outside in front of my yard facing a tree at 62 meters. We're going to take this Sofirn, hopefully the wind don't get too bad, and use the wide mode light. And I don't know what mode that's on, but this is the one with the greater spill. Right there, I guess, would be the lowest mode. It's not hitting that tree at 62 meters. Next mode up, and the third mode. And then we're going into turbo. Pretty nice. We're going to switch over to this more of the spot. We believe that's the lowest mode. In the medium. In the high mode. There's turbo. Lights it up pretty good. We're going to move that turbo down. That tree at 94 meters away, it's lighting that up quite easily. And as you see in the background there, we got a lot of wind. Even does justice with them trees 120 to up to close to 140 meters. Pretty awesome. Let's move in a little bit closer up in my yard. With the wide beam on the lowest setting, we're going to start moving it up. There's a tree line right there. That's about 35-40 meters back. And this is, let me tip it down a little. Give you an idea a little bit closer how much light output this has. And that would be the high mode. And if I double click it, I'm going to wave this thing. Shows you how much spill there is. I wonder if I can get up in front of the camera. Just show you the spill on that. Let's shut that one off and we'll go into spot. That's the lowest mode on spot. Next mode up. And that is high. And then turbo. Extremely bright. Okay, I got a Jeep Cherokee 2015 here with some newer halogen headlights. And here's a Sofirn headband light on turbo. Just the one side, focus side. That's the Jeep headlights, and that's the Sofirn. Headlights, Sofirn. As you can see there, it's brighter than car headlights. All right, that's the Sofirn HS20. Very reliable, easy to use, waterproof headband light with just the right amount of functions that a person would need. You got your spot and your flood. Another decent flashlight from Sofirn. Check that link out down below for this flashlight. So there you go. Till next time.